Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I'm not going to read you headlines from today's news. I'm going to have you sit back and enjoy this deep dive into Ripple and XRP. It was this story here that got me going. So on the payments.com website on June 4th, there is an article about Visa and CurrencyCloud teaming up for cross-border travel payments. And I thought, this is interesting. I don't know a lot about CurrencyCloud. Well, they are a company that has been around since 2012. They are offering a suite of APIs, and they do that offering to payment firms, institutions, and the like that need to make payments. So they make a very complex payment system seem very seamless. They have done over 25 billion in transactions, and they are in 200 countries based in London. And to take a look at how that payment scheme actually works and where a company like CurrencyCloud fits in, you can see here you've got the front end experience where the payment is initiated. That could be done through Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Google Wallet, Venmo, etc. Then it goes into the authentication, and then it is acquired by a retail bank or a company like Square or Stripe, and then it moves into the back end processing, where in the status quo, it could be someone like ACI Worldwide, or in the new paradigm, the fintech entrants like CurrencyCloud will process it. And then it needs to go to the clearing and settlement, and you can see that's where Ripple picks up and clears and settles. So there you can see where CurrencyCloud fits in the whole entire payment scheme. And then I went way back into the postings to see where I could first find some information about CurrencyCloud. And it was on this bitcointalk.org website that I saw a reference to Fidor Bank and CurrencyCloud. Now, Fidor Bank is the first bank ever to use RippleNet. Back in May 2014 was the announcement, and it says that CurrencyCloud actually leverages Ripple, and then Fidor just hops on their back. And I thought, well, this is getting very interesting. And at that same time, I found an employee of the company CurrencyCloud. His name is John Hammond. He wrote this article, and he talks about how the APIs are much like a Lego building block, the Lego toy building block. You know, those pieces interlock into infinite ways, and he sees that the APIs are basically the same, that companies can build off those APIs to launch their business. And he mentions Ripple. So obviously he is very familiar with the Ripple API. All right. So then I go to the CurrencyCloud website, and sure enough, I find that their client is indeed Fidor Bank. And not only a client, but the two of them together launched a multi-currency e-wallet back in June 2015. And I was able to find where Fidor, Ripple, and the CurrencyCloud all exist together. And we can see that one of the business units for Fidor on their PDF is the e-wallet, and it is powered by Ripple. Global and real-time with cryptocurrency supported. Wow. Okay. So let me see if I can get myself to come back. Sometimes this program drops me out of the camera, so I'm going to pop myself back on there. Okay. March 2014, CurrencyCloud tweeted, "Our CEO named Ripple as one of the 5 hot fintech innovations you need to know about." So obviously he's a big fan of Ripple. And they get a nice round of funding in June 2015. one of the people who came to the table with money was Rakuten. Rakuten is the Amazon of Japan, and they are just about to launch a virtual currency exchange, which I thought was very interesting, that they were one of the e-commerce giants to bring that round of funding. So, wow. Okay. And then in September 2015, this is a very interesting post. Anna Tong, who is a product manager at Ripple Labs, she actually answers somebody who made an inquiry as to what are the best APIs out there. And she makes a suggestion that CurrencyCloud has the easiest API and the best rates. But she also mentions Earthport, a Ripple partner, Tipalti, a Ripple partner, and Payoneer, a Ripple partner. We learned about those partners when Ripple made the announcement that they had 100 customers strong. And you can see here, Payoneer and Tipalti, that those Ripple Net members are through dLocal. Now, if you haven't taken a peek at dLocal, you'll want to see this because you can see the Ripple is one of the industry leaders that trust them to be used, but also you see Uber. And this is why sometimes we see Ripple PDFs that show schematics of how payments are processed, and you see Uber being used. And I think maybe some people are wondering, why are they using Uber? Well, there is a good reason. You can also see Earthport here, but I'm sure you recognize lots of logos. Okay. It was then in March 2017, they really ran into some big money. That money, can I just go back to dLocal for a second? dLocal actually accepts and disperses mass payments in really difficult corridors like Latin America, Middle East, and Africa. Those are the corridors that Ripple really does well in. They have an audience of up to 2.3 billion consumers, sellers, and contractors, and they are in 450 global merchants. So I wanted to be sure that I added that. All right, back to Google's VC arm. They come to the table with a round of 25 million in funding. Google's VC arm is the same group that invested in in Ripple, sorry. So it's just showing you how these companies are getting interwoven all together. Now, they are cash rich, right? So CurrencyCloud makes an investment in a company called Payment Rails. They have they come to this round of funding with 1.1 million in. Not only was it also, you can see here, CurrencyCloud, but Visa as well. And this company, Payment Rails, the infrastructure leverages blockchain and Ripple to optimize treasury and liquidity management. Yeah, Scott, I don't do it as well as you do. But this is a very key word. When we talk about liquidity in the Ripple world, we know we're talking about XRP. So how interesting is this bit of information? For me, I was just really like, oh, wow. And then I'm going to take you to the SBI Investors Presentation slide. This is from March 2018. You can see lots of actual remittance testing and demonstrations that occurred on this schematic here. The one I really want to point out is the collaborative test that began between the 37 Japanese banks. This is the Japan Bank Consortium. At that time, it was just 37. It has since grown, but this is, again, coming from the March 2018 presentation. So they did this collaborative test with two Korean banks, Woori Bank and Shinhan Bank, okay, using Ripple. Now, take a look at this. This is from June 2018. CurrencyCloud launches with South Korea remittance service. And who is it with? It's with Shinhan Bank. So the person who is the overseas remittance service team lead, says we are excited to be democratizing cross-border payments in South Korea through our partnership with CurrencyCloud and Shinhan Bank, enabling customers to not only save money, but also to make international payments at the touch of a button. Whoa, you guys, it just gets interesting, doesn't it? So XE on May 1st, when they were asked, when can we expect to see more coverage of XRP on your site in the near future? XE is a company that is under the Euronet umbrella. Euronet also has RIA. RIA just made a huge announcement that they are a RippleNet member. And it looks like, based on the response from XE Currency, it says, hey, thanks for contacting us. And we're using XE. You can expect this in the near future. We can't provide a timeline for you yet, though. So it looks like a lot of those tests and demonstrations that were initiated by SBI, even with the Siam Commercial Bank, they are coming to fruition. And did I mention? Oh, I forgot. Not really. I just thought it would be fun to put it in after. XE and CurrencyCloud partnered back in October 2014. So here we have CurrencyCloud again, working with XE, who said that they are going to be making announcements soon with XRP. And please, I hope you didn't miss that the Siam Commercial Bank also, just on June 5th, said that the XRP system will be announced soon. So please follow our official schedule on social media again. Wow. So there you have it, on a deep dive and a very high point of view, looking at the entire space. You can see there are lots of lessons to be learned. The first lesson I learned is to pay attention to the future mentions by SBI, because many seem to blossom into powerful users of XRP. The second thing I learned is there is a lot going on that we never hear about. And the third thing is the future looks very bright. Okay, I'm going to jump into the fluff. We are going to take a deep dive. This deep dive is in Tokyo. It's a special ward of Tokyo. It belongs to Tokyo, but it is an island. It is an island that is about, 178 miles, a little south of Tokyo. It's out there. You can get there by ferry, or you can get there by plane. If you fly there, it takes about 45 minutes, and it's called Hachijojima. And this is a very special place. It only has about 7,522 residents. It actually is also the home of a special language that is endangered, but they think that, well, it's on the verge of extinction. If there aren't any special measures taken, it might be gone by 2050. But I have a feeling that they're going to work at preserving it. Right now, they farm a lot of sugarcane. The average temperatures are just amazing. A low of 55 degrees or 13 Celsius, with an average high of about 21 degrees or 70 Fahrenheit. It's like perfect place. It is the home of many Japanese inns. Let me show you what a Japanese inn would look like. And also many hot springs. But I think what makes it super special is that it is the home of one of the largest populations of green sea turtles. In fact, they say that you have a 90% chance of seeing a sea turtle when you go look for one. So you can do it, of course, through scuba diving, snorkeling, or even go on these boats that'll take you out, and you can be with the sea turtles. So what a special experience. And to think that this actually belongs to Tokyo You'd never know it. And if you do come to Tokyo, you can go over to this island. I think it's on my bucket list for sure. Okay, everybody, that's all I have for you today. Do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.